Okay, Mark. So for the next portion of the exam, what we're going to be doing is a neurological exam as well as a musculoskeletal exam. So first, I'm just going to ask you a couple of basic questions. Can you just tell me your full name?
Mark Reicher.
Okay, and what's the date?
November 27th, 2022.
Okay, perfect. And where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, and what are we doing?
Doing a physical and medical exam.
Okay, perfect. So you're alert and oriented times 4. Next, I'm just going to have you follow a couple of simple commands for me. Close your eyes, open your eyes, close your eyes and open your mouth, open your eyes, and then close your eyes, open your mouth, and raise up your hands. Okay, perfect. That's just testing your ability to follow commands and your comprehension capabilities, like 3-point commands. Next, what we're going to do, I'm going to have you just repeat some words for me. Dog.
Dog.
Cat.
Cat.
Liquid electricity.
Liquid electricity.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay. Next, I'm going to have you read what's on the paper and do the action.
Lift up your right hand.
Okay, perfect. And next, I'm going to have you just write on that same sheet of paper, just write any sentence for me. Full sentence.
Is that good?
A little bit more.
You want more sentence?
Yeah, a full sentence. Okay, perfect. I saw a dog today. Very good. That's just we're evaluating your language capabilities. So what we're gonna do next is we're going to test your cranial nerves, 1 through 12. So the first one is cranial nerve 1, that's the olfactory nerve. What I'm gonna have you do is close your eyes for me. And what do you smell?
Vanilla.
Okay, perfect. Okay, next we're gonna test cranial nerve 2. What I'm gonna have you do is can you see my full face?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you I'm gonna put some numbers up with my fingers and you're just gonna tell me what those numbers are, okay?
1, 2, 3, 1, 4.
Okay. I'm just saying, can you see my full face?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's too high. 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1.
Okay, very good. All right, perfect. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna test cranials 3, 4, and 6. So I'm just checking for any abnormal eye movements, known as nystagmus. I'm checking for any double vision. I'm also checking for your pupillary response and accommodation. So I'm just gonna take my pen light real quick here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and focus on an object straight ahead, okay? Okay, perfect. Your pupils are equal in response and reactive. What I'm gonna have you do next is you're just gonna follow my finger. Okay, and then I'm also gonna have you follow here. That's just checking for accommodation of your eyes, okay? Next, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you test cranial nerve 5. So you're just gonna close your eyes. I'm gonna touch something to your face, and you just say yes when you feel it on there, okay?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, very good. I'm also gonna take a safety pin, or just this little clip, and I'm gonna do the same thing. It's just testing for light pain. Okay? I'm not gonna yes, close your eyes. I'm not gonna push hard. Okay?
I should say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, very good. And it was even on all sides. You felt everything equally.
Yeah.
Okay, just depending on how hard I pressed. Next, we're gonna do cranial nerve 7. So what I'm gonna have you wrinkle your forehead for me and frown. Close your eyes really tight, super, super tight. Okay, good. Actually, keep them closed. I'm just gonna kind of pull on. Okay. Smile really big. You can open your eyes. Pucker your lips and kind of pull your neck out. Okay. And it was symmetrical on both sides, so very good. Okay. Next, we're going to check for cranial nerve 8, the vestibulocochlear. So what I'm going to do is something called the Rhine test. So I'm just going to check, I'm going to hit my tuning fork, and what I'm going to do is you're going to tell me if you feel it louder in 1 or 2. Okay?
All right.
Is it louder?
One. No, 1.
1? Okay, perfect. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite ear.
1.
Still 1 or 2.
1. It's louder on 1.
Okay, perfect. And then next what we're going to do is a Weber test. I'm going to strike my tuning fork and I'm going to put it on your forehead, and you're going to let me know if you hear the sound equally on both sides. Okay?
All right. I feel like maybe a little more left,
Okay.
but it's pretty equal.
Pretty equal? Okay. Alright, so next what we're going to do is test for cranial nerves 9 and 10, the glossopharyngeal and the vagus nerve. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to open your mouth and say ah. Okay, perfect. So the uvula is midline, the soft palate is moving equally, so that is very good. Next, what we're going to do is cranial nerve 11, the spinal accessory. I'm going to just, what I'm going to do is check your trapezius muscle. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to shrug your shoulders, and I'm going to push against it. Hold on 1 second. So shrug your shoulders, and, okay, very good. And so your strength is equal on both sides. And then what I'm going to have you do is you're going to bend your neck down, like bend down, and go back up and bend your neck down again. Okay, very good. Good strength. And then what I'm going to have you do is turn your head to the left. Keep turning your head. And this to the other side. Okay, very good. Alright, and then the last cranial nerve, the hypoglossal nerve, I'm going to have you stick your tongue out and move it from side to side. Okay. And I'm just checking for any weakness, if you had any weakness on either side of your tongue. Very good. Alright, so we're done checking for the cranial nerves. What we're going to do next is we're going to check proprioception and your cerebellar function. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you take both of your hands out, and you're just going to, it's pronate to supinate, so you're just going to go back and forth as fast as you can. Okay, perfect. So then what I'm going to have you do next is tap your right foot fast, and same with your left foot.
At the same time?
One at a time is fine. And the other foot. Okay, perfect. And then what I'm going to have you do last for that is you're going to tap your thumb to all of your fingers. Okay, perfect. You're able to do all of that perfectly. Next, what we're going to do is a Romberg test. So I'm just checking your balance and your proprioception with no visual aid input. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stand up for me. Perfect. So, and I'm here just in case you fall, okay? Mm-hmm. So, what I'm going to have you do is put your feet a little bit closer together for me. I'm going to have you put your arms out, straight ahead in front of you, and close your eyes. Okay, perfect. So you're nice and balanced. You can open. What that's testing for is sometimes if you were closing your eyes and you had no visual aid, if you fell over, that would be a positive Romberg test. Okay. You can go ahead. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you walk back and forth for me. Just checking your gait. So go ahead and walk. And walk back to me. And then I'm going to have you walk on your heels. And when you come back, walk on your toes. Okay, perfect. So I'm just checking your posture and your rhythm with your arm movements. So what we're going to do is we're going to test sensory function next. So you can go ahead and sit back down. Go ahead and sit back down for me. Thank you. So I'm just gonna, actually what I'm gonna, you can lay back a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just lightly press with this cotton ball, and you're gonna tell me where you feel me touching you, okay? Whether it's your right arm, your left leg, things like that, okay?
Yeah. Left elbow. Right hand. Left knee. Left foot. Right foot. Right calf. Right leg. Right hand. Wrist. Left wrist.
Okay, you can open your eyes. I'm gonna do the same thing with the end of my safety pin. So it's just comparing light touch to light pain sensation, okay? So same thing.
Left wrist. Right elbow. Right wrist. Right knee. Left calf. Left foot. Right foot. Right calf.
Okay, very good. And you felt, just based on how I was touching, it was all pretty equal?
Yeah.
Okay. So next we're going to check for perception of position. So I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to take my finger, my finger, and, oh, hold on. I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to write a letter in your palm of your hand, and you're just going to let me know what that is, okay?
Mm-hmm. C.
I'm sorry, a number. I'm sorry.
Can you do it again? Wait, do it again. A 7.
Okay, let me do your other hand.
0. Oh wait, 8.
Yeah, okay, very good. Alright, so, and then I'm going to have you, keep your eyes closed. And in your hand, I'm going to have you feel for that and see if you can tell me what you're feeling.
It's a coin. Like a nickel or something.
Okay. Very good. And I'm going to have you do some with your opposite hand here.
That's a paperclip.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is I'm going to have you do something called 2-point discrimination. So I have a tweezer here, and I'm just, I'm going to have you close your eyes, and in your hand and your fingers, I'm going to push down with either 1 or 2 of the points, and you're going to let me know whether you feel 1 or 2 points, okay?
Yeah. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Okay, I'm going to see your other hand.
1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Okay, very good. You can open your eyes. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to test your reflexes, superficial and deep. What I'm going to have you do first is an abdominal reflex. You can just lay flat for me right here. Alright, I'm just going to lift your shirt up, and you just relax, okay? I'm a little ticklish. So as I'm noting, when I'm lightly pressing against your abdominal muscles, it's contracting, and that's a normal response, okay? I'm a little ticklish. Okay, so then next what we're going to do is a plantar reflex. You can go ahead and sit back up for me. So I'm going to take your foot here, and I'm going to just take the bottom of my reflex hammer, and I'm going to put it all the way up, and we're going to see what happens, okay? And see how your foot contracted forward. Plantar flex, which is a normal response. I'm gonna do it on the other side as well to check that, okay? Okay, very good. That was normal on both sides there. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do deep tendon reflexes. So the first one we're gonna do is the biceps reflex. So what I'm gonna have you do, you could be relaxing right here. So I'm gonna do it on both sides. So I'm gonna find the tendon here in your biceps and just relax there. All right. And so so this just contracted below here, which is normal. I'm gonna have you do the same on the other side. Feel for the tendon here. Okay. Perfect, that was normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do your triceps next. You can stand up, that might be a little bit easier. So I'm gonna just have you relax here. I'm gonna find the tendon deep here. Just nice and relax there. Sometimes it's a little okay, let's do the same, and that was normal there. Do the same on the opposite side here. Sorry. All right, perfect. That was normal there. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do the brachioradialis. I'm gonna see it there. I'm just gonna find the tendon here. A little bit above. Okay, you can just relax your arm. I think it was there the first time around. There you go. That one's a little bit of a harder one, but your a finger did contract there. This opposite side. Okay. So what we're gonna do next, just move this over. I'm gonna have you sit, I'm gonna scoot the camera over here. And then I'm gonna do your patellar reflex there. Sorry. There we go. Okay, and then the last one I'm gonna do is your Achilles reflex. So I'm gonna I'm gonna dorsiflex, and then I'm gonna just hit this here, and the normal response is for your foot to go down. And same on this side. Oh, perfect. Very good. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna move on to the musculoskeletal exam. You can go ahead and have a seat here. I'm just visually looking, making sure there's no deformities, any masses that I can see, and then I'm gonna go through each individual joint group and have you test for your range of motion. I'm also checking, like I said, for symmetry, any deformity that I notice. Also looking for any skin folds, swelling, and when I go through each individual joint, I'm gonna check for any redness, tenderness, any crepitus, which is like a crackling or a popping sound. So what we'll do first with your wrist, let me know if you're experiencing any pain or tenderness at all. I know you said before you had some issues with your wrist. So what I'm gonna have you do is just kind of move your arm in a circle, up and down, side to side. Okay, perfect. Same thing kind of with your fingers. I don't notice any redness, any swelling, any tenderness that you said. Just kind of, okay. Very good. And then with your arms, also I'm just gonna kind of feel for your elbows as well. Any tenderness or pain, discomfort? Okay. No. Just kind of like, okay. And same thing with your arms, just kind of like arm, big circles up and down. Okay, and you said no tenderness or pain anywhere. I don't feel any redness, swelling, anything like that. Let me just kind of feel for your neck as well. And feeling like for spine curvature as well. Okay, so go ahead and kind of roll your head around, up and down, nod. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you stand up for me. I'm just gonna kind of feel down your spine. Any tenderness at all?
No.
Redness, pain, discomfort?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you bend forward, and I'm also noticing any curvature of the spine, any deformities. Nothing. I don't see anything like that. Kind of like swing from side to side, and kind of lean back a little bit. Twist from side to side. Okay, perfect. You can, and then let's do your hips while you're standing up as well. Let me just kind of, no discomfort or anything?
No.
Okay, so kind of like up or, oh, cracking. That's normal. And just like kind of kick up and we're just testing a range of motion. Okay, and then with your knees as well, you just kind of feel here. And kind of do the same, like kind of kick up and around. Alright, cool. You can go ahead and sit and we'll do your ankles. You just kind of feel here. No tenderness or anything, pain,
No.
discomfort. Okay, you can just kind of roll your ankles. And same with the other side. And the same with your feet or your toes. Circles. Okay, perfect. And also, when I watched you move and everything like that, there was no abnormalities in the gait and alignment, and everything looks good. The contour of your skin, everything looks symmetrical. So you're doing good. All right, that completes this portion of the exam. Thank you.
Thank you.